In today's episode, we are testing the theory that I see a lot of you argue on whether or not you should put premium or regular gas in your GX470. Which one gets better fuel mileage? Now, if you check your manual, the manual will tell you that you can use 87 octane if necessary. My question is, does it help? I do know this. I will start with this. It does not cause valve chattering, which is why... Anyway, we can get into more of that later on the reasons you would want to run premium, cleaner fuel versus 87 regular octane. The 93 is obviously, one, higher octane, and we'll explain what that means, and two, it's a cleaner fuel, so it's going to burn better and cleaner. But my question today is, which one gets you better fuel mileage? So let's hop to it. Hey, we are running our fuel mileage test on the GX470. This is the silver 2004, got 176 or so thousand miles on it. Manufacturer always recommends premium fuel. We are going to try it at 87 octane and see what our fuel mileage compares to using the 93. The manual does say you can use the 87 if necessary, so we're going to give it a shot. I usually run 87 in these, but I'm not going to tell you not to if the manufacturer recommends it. So let's get to it. We're going to go at least 100 miles. So I'm going to do at least 100 miles test if we can help it. I got a few things going on these next couple days, so hopefully I can put 100 on it with both premium and regular, and we'll see what it looks like when we're done. So let's get to driving. Sweet. So we're fixing to hit the first 100 miles running 87. No valve chatter, can't hear anything, which is a good thing. Typically, I have had an Acura, and if you'd ever try to put a lower grade fuel in it, you'd hear valve chatter. And basically, the timing is not changing to accommodate for the fuel that's not as clean and not as high octane, best of my understanding. But so far, the Lexus has not had said problem. Haven't had any issues with it so far, so hopefully we don't run into any of those issues. But it's on the dash, we're showing 15.6. I'm gonna fuel it up and see what our actual fuel mileage was, and then we're gonna go to 100.8 miles is what we got. I'm gonna try to simulate the driving that I did yesterday as perfectly as possible. I did a lot of I did a lot of in-city driving here in Tuscaloosa, and then highway driving back and forth between the lot and my house. Gracious at fuel prices. $3.09 for premium. I know you folks in California that follow are, thinking, ha, that's cheap. But here, I was thinking, I'm used to like $2 fuel. So anyway, we're fixing to see how much fuel mileage we get increased. And hopefully we notice a difference. Oh yeah, turn it up, dude. Y'all hear that music? All right, 100 miles with that gives us 13.83 miles per gallon. So, she's a gas hog. 13.83 on a lift ain't bad. Oh, we're riding in the GX. So, what I changed my mind on, because it would have been much less accurate, is that we are running that tank of fuel out. So, if you're fixing to hop in the comments, don't. I'm gonna run this tank of fuel all the way out, then refill with all premium so we don't have mixed octane, and then do the 100 miles off of the new full tank of purely premium. So I'm only 33 miles into this tank. It's gonna take a while, but let's go. And no, I'm not in the same Lexus, but I am throwing this into this video just because, if you don't know, this is how you wave at other Lexuses. Pinky wave. Just like you got a British cup of tea in your hand. Pinky wave. You got it. Because we Starbucks and all that other fun stuff. Pinky, boom. That's how you do it. I just passed somebody in another white one, and I couldn't tell you. Their tent was too bro. If you watch me, if you know who I am, and you waved, let me know, because your tent is way too dark for me to tell if you wave back. But boom, pinky wave. That's all you get. Oh, we almost there. I'm fixing to get it done. Get this thing empty. Fill her back up with the premium. Let's see which one gets us that better fuel mileage. Come on, I'm just driving around at this point. I'm leaving work, and I'm just trying to run out the fuel. Oh, what are we doing? Well, we have made it. We have hit our, well, it's fixing to be 100. It should roll over 100 by the time I get over to the fuel station. And we have run out our entire, well, we filled it back up with premium, 100% premium, the whole tank. And now we've run out to our other 100 miles. So let's go see what we got. 99 miles, or 99.9 miles with 7 gallons gives us 14.25 miles per gallon. So we did see a slight increase with the premium fuel, burns cleaner. Did we see enough of an increase to justify the difference in the price? Not even close. But we do need to break down what these octanes mean and what that means for your vehicle. So let's hop into that. All right, so now that we've cleared that up, let's discuss these octanes. What do they mean? Let me set you down where you can actually hear me and I can talk. Yeah, the wall is the same color. It jacks me up. Anyway, what does 87, 89, 93, 91 octane, what are these numbers referring to? And I'm going to give you the country boy version, basically. So instead of breaking down the full, like my wife being a biochemist, she would break down everything for you. I'm going to make it easy. The ability of a fuel to resist premature detonation against compression. A diesel engine does not have spark plugs. It doesn't fire. It fires by compression. These engines, they're equipped with spark plugs. Okay, so the spark is what's going to fire off your fuel, to push down the piston, to do everything that the engine's supposed to do to run. Running a lower octane fuel in something that needs a higher octane fuel will cause premature detonation, otherwise known as pinging, knocking. You'll hear valve chatter. There'll be several things that you'll hear. There's also things built in the engine, knock sensors and such, to help detect that. That's why you'll get a check engine light on some vehicles when you run a fuel that is not a high enough octane. So what will it do? Will it cause damage? Can it cause damage long term? The answer to that's yes, as long as you're long term running a fuel that's too low of octane for said engine. Fortunately, from my understanding, these Lexus are those knock sensors and such are designed to let it know that it's running a lower octane fuel, and therefore possibly retard the timing a little bit to let it run that fuel without it causing long-term issues. Is this me telling you to run unleaded 87 all the time? No. Can you run it without it causing long-term issues? Possibly. I'm going to let you make that decision. I'm not going to advocate for either one or the other. But now we know which one gets better fuel mileage, or should I say doesn't get better fuel mileage. So hopefully this helps you to understand your fuel ratings a little bit. I personally run 87 in mine most of the time. Sometimes we'll give her a little bit of the 93. What I did have on an Acura was you could get the valve chatter. You could hear it in an 87 octane fuel. If you were to run an 89, which is your mid-grade, it did fine. And so that was where we settled on that Acura. Never caused any long-term damage, had it for years. So that's just my take. I hope this helps some of you guys out. Definitely appreciate you watching like you always have. Y'all have done great. Thank you for having us nearly 1,100 subscribers right now. If you liked it, like it, share it, comment, and help us to grow the channel even further. Thank you guys.